let's see, it is August 6th, and I move in August 23rd. It's about time to go back through the college stuff and figure out what I need and what I don't, because I don't know if you can see all of this, but we've got all of this. I gotta go through my trunk, I got a pile of laundry, just ignore that. And there's a big old box right here that you can't really see very well. There's a lot of shit to go through. Sorry, anyway, there's a lot of stuff to go through. So, let's get started. Just put you here on a tripod, because I ain't holding you the whole time. I ain't doing that. First of all, if you are going to college, you need to go through your stuff now, because it's gonna come up like pretty fast. And don't take everything. I know everybody says that, but like, don't take everything. You're not gonna need it, 1, and 2, we're in this whole COVID stuff, so you're definitely not gonna need everything, because most of my classes are online, and that means I'm gonna be in loungewear most of the time, so you probably are too. So take a word of advice and don't bring your nice clothes, because you're not gonna need it. First of all, I want to talk about appliances for a second. So, my college doesn't allow for anything other than microwaves and fridges. And then the fridges have to be a certain size because I guess hazards, something like that. Anyway, this is the microwave I got. It's 900 watts. Had it for a year. It's pretty good. Treats me well. I think it was like 60 bucks. It wasn't very expensive. My fridge is downstairs because there's no way in hell I'm bringing that up here. I mean, it's huge. It's a Whirlpool. I bet you even know what it is because it's the one everybody gets. It's the one with the freezer. You know, I'll show you a clip in a second. But it's the one with the freezer. You know, it's got a lot of space. Second of all, bedding. Now, let me just point out all of this bedding stuff I have, okay? I have this big box back here. That's another thing. Keep your stuff in a box. The box it came in, you keep, so that you can bring it back. Lighting's kind of dark over here, but you're gonna have to deal. So what I did for bedding is I bought a whole big bulk from my school, so that I didn't have to go and search for everything. So you're gonna get like a set of sheets, probably 2. You're gonna get like a mattress pad. By the way, you should get another mattress pad because that one doesn't do jack shit. You should get a memory foam one like this one. I swear it would be way comfier. You're gonna get a pillow, obviously. You're gonna get probably a set of towels and washcloths, and of course a comforter. But you need all of that stuff. And also, like, don't go and buy a bunch of sheets because I changed mine once last year. I know that sounds like disgusting, but I changed it once, okay? Now, as far as decorations go, my dorm room last year did not have a lot of wall space. So, my dorm room last year did not have a lot of wall space. So I took one thing that I ended up putting on the wall. And that was this flag that I got from the 21 Pilots concert. That's it. I had a few other things, but really that was it. I had like a whiteboard that I stuck on the wall. It was like a sticker, which was pretty cool, but it was kind of like a one-use thing, which kind of sucks. So like, you know, get an actual whiteboard. as far as packing goes, if you've been to college once before, compare the amount of stuff that you brought the first year to what you want to bring the second year. So like, I brought a lot of like flannels and like button downs my first year, and I already went through my closet about the stuff that was hanging up, and I didn't wear half the stuff that was in there. So I just, you know, kept it in my closet. A note about storage, like my dorm room last year had a lot of built-in storage, like a lot, that was what was taking up most of the wall space, was the storage. So that was kind of an issue, but I had a ton of storage. I'm not gonna have as much storage this year. What I would recommend if you don't have a lot of storage is bring a trunk, because I have a trunk. I'll link it down below. It's really nice, and what I did is I used that to carry stuff in my dorm. By the way, you should limit the amount of stuff, like limit the amount of containers you're bringing everything in, and then when you move out, you need to bring the same containers because you know they're all gonna fit in there. Anyway, back to the trunk. I used it as like kind of like a bench thing too. So like I put a blanket over it after I was done putting everything in it, and I put a pillow on it, so that it was kind of like extra seating, because all I had was like the foldable chair that everybody gets from Target in my my little footrest that I got from Walmart. As far as like other like stuff goes, for like random stuff, don't bring a lot of like seasonal decorations. Like, this is for Halloween. This is literally the only thing I put up for Halloween last year. It's a little like, it's like a doorbell that you just put on your door. Another thing that I have is I got one of those felt letter boards off of Amazon, and I hung that on our door, which was kind of cool because you could put little messages up there, and it's, you know, it's kind of cute and everything. For your laundry, get a laundry bag. I know those like rolly laundry baskets are like cool and you don't really have to carry it or anything, but it's not collapsible at all. And if you're having trouble like fitting all of, like, even though you shouldn't bring as many clothes as you think, if you're having trouble like packing all of them away, put them in whatever you're putting your laundry in. Like, just fold it up, because it'll just be way easier. You're already going to use that bag, so you don't have to use another one. Also, like, you know how I said, okay, don't like use the same amount of like containers and bags that you use to move in, to move out. Well, you should have like one or two like kind of duffel bag type things to put like any extra stuff in, that, you know, just randomly doesn't fit in like your other stuff. Another random thing, a shower caddy. Now, don't buy this one because I was stupid my first year. You should buy the ones that hang up, because in the shower stalls there's a bench and 2 hooks, and usually I would end up putting my clothes on the bench and I would hang up my towel. But your space runs out really quickly, and you don't want your shower caddy to be getting your clothes wet. So get the hanging ones that are at I think Walmart. I saw them at Walmart. But get those because they're way better. And I already have one. I'm not gonna buy another one. But if you go to buy one, you should buy that one. I know everybody and their brother gets this Brita water filter, but I'm gonna be honest. If you've grown up with filtered water like I have, we have a little dispenser downstairs, you're gonna hate tap water. Like, you're gonna despise it. So you need to get one of these and then an extra filter. I didn't use mine enough because I don't really drink that much water to replace it, but you should have an extra water filter in case you have to, because you're gonna be there for like 4 or 5 months at a time, and then you come back from winter break and then you go back. But you're not gonna bring your Brita home with you. because you don't need it at home because you already have filtered water at home. Now, when it comes to backpacks, I would not recommend using one you used in high school because, number one, I had a really big backpack in high school that you don't need in college. You barely need to bring anything to class in college. Like, maybe a notebook or two, and then of course your textbooks, but your textbooks aren't big in college. Like, mine are like book size. So I mean, you're not gonna need a big backpack. So what I elected to do this year, I bought this bag off of Amazon. It's got this front pocket that I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna buy an iPad for this year. I haven't yet because I'm waiting for some money to come in, but I'm probably gonna put my iPad in this pocket right here. I put any random stuff I want in this pocket, and then you've got this big pocket that you can put any books that you need in. And of course you don't have that many books, and the books are small, so you don't need a big bag at all. Well, I've gone over all the things I wanted to go over. Personally, I need to go through these items myself. Obviously, I'm bringing the microwave and the fridge. I'm bringing this and a few sweatshirts and, of course, my bedding and some clothes, obviously. What I'm not bringing, which you should pay attention to, is groceries. My campus has an outtake store that you can buy it's like convenience store stuff. So there's chips, there's soda, there's microwavable food, there's other bottled beverages, we don't do Gatorade, but we have Powerade and stuff like that that you can buy at the outtakes. That's what they call it, the outtakes. So don't buy anything from the grocery store that you can get on campus with your meal plan. Because personally, I did not use up all my meal plan last year, which was fine because I got refunded for some of it because I didn't stay the whole time. But if you end up staying the whole year and you don't take advantage of that meal plan that you paid for, you're not getting that money back. They're keeping it. They just didn't have to pay for the food you didn't eat. So you need to take advantage of it when you can. As for the stuff you can't get on campus, you need to my school has a shuttle, so if you don't have a car, or if your parents have to leave, or whoever's meeting you in has to leave, and you don't have time to go to the grocery store, or for some other reason you can't go to the grocery store, my school has a shuttle that you can take to the nearest Kroger, which you should probably be able to find either a grocery store within walking distance, or you can take the shuttle there to go get your groceries. And you need to figure out your groceries before you go there. Stuff like toothpaste, deodorant, just any sort of snacks you're gonna want in your dorm. And keep it minimal, because if you're not the type of person to eat in your dorm alone, then you're gonna be eating out a lot, in the dining halls. But if you're kind of introverted, you're gonna be eating in your dorm a lot. There was a lot of times where I didn't eat in the dining halls. I would just take, we have a food hall where you can get takeout food. I would usually get that takeout food and just walk back to my dorm and eat it there and just watch Netflix or something, because the dining halls are loud, and second of all, a lot of people don't have anybody to sit with, which is fine because it's normal. A lot of people don't have anybody to sit with because our classes are at different times. But, if you're someone who doesn't like to sit alone, then you shouldn't have to sit alone. You can always go back to your dorm and eat by yourself, which is fine. Even coming back after doing that on campus, that's what I do in my own home now. Obviously for dinner I sit at the dinner table, But if I'm making like late food after work at like 11 o'clock, I bring it up here and eat it here because I don't want to eat it downstairs. Don't fall into like, especially if you're a girl, don't fall into the trap of wanting to decorate your dorm a lot, because number one, you're gonna mess it up, and number two, there's, at least this year, there's gonna be no one to appreciate it, because I don't know about you, but on my campus, we're not allowed to have any visitors, like 0 visitors. Not sure if that's gonna be followed, but if you're somebody who lives off campus or doesn't go to college there, you're like not allowed to visit. And of course, you know, consider stuff for your situation, like if you have any like special medical concerns you need to be aware of, like I don't know, if you have allergies, obviously pack allergy medication. And plus, you should be packing first aid stuff regardless. Stuff like ibuprofen and band-aids and anything you might need. If you have asthma, obviously pack your inhaler. Like, some stuff like this is like, it should be like, oh yeah, duh. But like, I can see some people forgetting these sorts of things. Don't expect that your whole life is going to change because you're on campus. It's not going to work like that. So, you know, just give it some thought. Now, I gotta go through all of this stuff and actually pack it up. So, I'll see y'all later, but I need to figure out